Oh man, I'm sorry. Sometimes I just be laughing because all right, nothing's funny. I don't know. Nothing's funny. Um, nah, man. I just got done working out. Just got off work, and I decided to make this because I was sitting down thinking while I was at work. I was angry. I was sad. I was confused. Just more feelings, more emotions. And what I realized while I was at work was something that I always have wanted, but I kind of forgot about. When I was younger, when I was like 13 years old, I remember being told by my caseworker at the time, because I've been in foster care for like 5, 6 years by that point. She just told me, she was like, "Yeah, it's not gonna be possible for you to be back with your family. Like, that's not like a possibility. It's not going to happen." And I just moved in with like a newer family, and I was just sitting there. I was dumbfounded because I sat there and I realized like everything that I had ever wanted, I'll never have. That's what I had internalized at that time. Everything that I ever wanted at that moment in time was always going to be outside my reach. And the one thing that stole it from me was time, right? Yes, the adults in my life were, my mom and my dad were, to say the least, ill equipped. But that's what I had wanted was my family. The whole time. The whole entire time. I just wanted my family. I wanted to have a family, to be a family. And that never happened, bro. So, with the situation I'm going through right now, with everything that's happening, it made me remember the one thing that I had actually wanted my whole life. And I remember because I just walked into a door and was thinking, why am I so like why am I like this right now? Why am I so angry? Why am I so upset? Why am I so sad right now that, I feel this way, that I can't get out of it? Because you. All right, so this is like take four from everything that I've been doing because the phone cut off, the video cut off, the phone died. Like, I was just like, all right, I guess I'm not supposed to be making this, but I'm gonna try again. My battery life is at 13%. Let's hope we can finish this time. But yeah, I kept questioning and asking myself why. And then not only that, what did I want to do with the rest of my life? Because I sat there and I thought about it and I'm just like, there's nothing that I want to accomplish. There's nothing that I want to achieve. And the vast majority of people will be like, well, yeah, that's a terrible thing. You should want to do something with yourself. And I never had a grand dream. There was never a grand scheme. Everything felt fake to me. Everything except for the one thing that my whole life was centered around because I saw everybody else with it, but I never got a true connection to it. And that's family. And then I just gave up on it. I just let my life go how it was going to go, and whatever was going to happen was going to happen. But in the end, I'm back here. And the one thing that I've wanted has been the one thing that I've always wanted and will be the one thing that I always will want for the rest of time. And that's family. I want my own family. That's it. That's all. I want my own family. The one that I created, the one that I built for myself. That's it. I want to be a good dad and a great husband. That's my only goal. I remember being asked, like, you don't want to do anything? What do you want to do? What's your dream? Like, you don't want any cars? I'm just like, cars? Like, do I want a car to drive to get somewhere? Yeah. And will I be saving up for that now that I have nothing else to do? Absolutely. I'm like, I have. This is one thing that gets misconstrued, bro. It's not the heartbreak; it's the time. Like, I got all this time and money to do things. I might as well improve myself. I might as well get this and get that. Like, that's the one thing that having a woman by your side really helps you with. Like, there's so much time and money that I have now. I can't just waste it on snacks. I can eat a bunch of those, but I can only eat so many. But I guess I might as well do this and I might as well do that. Like, it's a might as well kind of thing. But before it was like all right, I got to do this, and because I always kept obligations for myself to do, because I always wanted to keep the semblance of a relationship going, and it's just like the responsibility part of it just kind of flew over my head. I was like, I'll chase those later. They're over there. They'll stay over there for right now. I gotta have fun right here for right now. But that never worked out for future me. Future me was always like, okay, you did that dumb shit. Excuse me. You did that stupid stuff back then, and now you're about to do this right now, and it doesn't look like it's going to get anywhere for you. Like, so that's what it's become. It becomes a recurring bill. But that's not what this is about today, bro. Today is about being honest and remembering. I remembered what I wanted this whole entire time. And that's what I still want. And that's what I'm gonna go get. That's what I want. I'll take as many classes as I need to, save as much money as I need to, do everything that I need to do to make sure that I can be a good father and a better husband. That's it. I just want to be a good father and a better husband. I don't want anything else in the world. Nothing, everybody can have everything else. There's nothing else in the world that even matters to me. To me personally, nothing. Family is the only thing that matters. Period. I don't want to do anything else, and I won't settle for anything less. Not you can do this virtually, you can do this this time, this day, every day that I wake up. That's all I want. I want to be able to sit down in my 4 bedroom to 5 bedroom home on my couch after a long day of work and have like 3 or 4 munchkins jump on top of me and have my wife ask me how my day at work was, and for me to explain that it was just as great as it's always been, and that I'm so happy to be home so I can do whatever it is that I'm supposed to do at home. That's all I want to do. I forgot because of the fact that I got entrenched. As soon as I got out, I got entrenched with all this stuff. I got in contact with myself while I was sitting down for 8 months, laying down on a cot, looking up at the ceiling, looking at the walls, looking at dudes. And I was just like, what do I really want out of life? And that's the only thing I could come up with, because family is it. There's nothing else. That's the one thing that you can't buy. You can't somehow go out and get. That's the only thing. There's nothing else in the universe. You can buy everything else. You can buy sex. You can buy cars. Everything else you can have. But that's the one thing you can't have. A blood relation with somebody who loves you. That's the only thing. A love with somebody who has no relation to you. That's the only thing. This person is not my family, but yet we are family. That's everything else I can go get. Everything else I'm going to go get. I have no other choice. I'm going to go mature, do what I need to do, and be a better me. And then, well, by that time, hopefully, everything else falls into place. And I'll be able to run into the situation, that one moment that I get, where I'll be able to shine all the practice that I made, all the things that I did, all the stuff that I accomplished. I'll finally be able to have the one thing that I've always wanted my whole life, that I forgot that I even wanted, because I thought it would never be possible. So yeah, that's what I'm chasing. That's the honest truth. If I ever said I didn't want to do something and did it anyway, that's because I really wanted to be a better person. And it was hard trying to explain that with such a big ego. Because when you want to be better, that means you're not as good as you should be. And with an ego like mine, it's hard to admit that. It's way easier just to go on saying the wrong thing, doing the right thing, and just pretending that nothing matters. That might be confusing, but it is what it is. Thanks anyway.